Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. In today's video, we have an interesting story coming out of the United Nations headquarters here in New York City. It seems that UN President Abdullah Shahid has made a controversial decision that is causing a bit of a stir, especially in Britain. Let's dive into the details. As you likely know, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made environmental activism and climate change a central focus of their nonprofit work since stepping back from royal duties last year. Through their Archwell Foundation, they have partnered with various organizations to bring attention to issues of sustainability, conservation, and reducing carbon footprints. With the UN Climate Week coming up in September, Prince Harry reportedly reached out to UN President Abdullah Shahid with a request. According to sources, Prince Harry asked if the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, could deliver a pre-recorded video message that would be played during the opening ceremonies of UN Climate Week. As one of the highest-profile events on the international climate change calendar each year, Climate Week aims to drive ambitious climate action through numerous panels, exhibitions, and cultural activities. It makes sense that Prince Harry would see it as an ideal platform for Meghan to bring further attention to their important causes. However, UN President Shahid is said to have declined the request, a decision that has caused quite a stir. When word got out about the refused request, headlines started popping up across major newspapers and websites in both the UK and US. Questions were immediately raised. Why turn down such a high-profile speaker? Was it due to lingering tensions over Harry and Meghan's exit from the royal family last year? Or were there legitimate protocol reasons at play? We'll explore both sides of this debate. On the one hand, it's no secret that Harry and Meghan's abrupt departure from royal duties in 2020 didn't exactly sit well with some within the institution, including the Queen herself. Since relocating to California and speaking out about their experiences, their relationship with the royal family has remained rather strained, to put it lightly. Some publications have speculated that UN President Shahid may have denied the request as a way to diplomatically side with the palace in this ongoing familial rift. After all, Climate Week is an internationally political event. Inviting further controversy wasn't likely high on his agenda. However, others argue there are valid protocol reasons why the decision could have been made. As president of the UN General Assembly, Shahid is responsible for maintaining strict impartiality in his roles and representations. Introducing personal or political factors could undermine the integrity and reputation of the UN itself. Additionally, as an unelected figurehead, inviting such a high-profile guest speaker out of the blue may not align with normal procedures. Precedent and process are hugely important at multilateral bodies like the UN. So declining the request may have simply been about adhering to standard protocol rather than making any type of political statement. Of course, supporters of Harry and Meghan see it differently. They believe Meghan in particular would have been an ideal speaker to help spotlight the climate emergency and motivate more ambitious action. As the co-founder of Archwell, she's used her platform numerous times before to advocate on environmental and conservation issues. A video message during Climate Week, one of the largest annual gatherings to address the climate crisis, could have significantly boosted public awareness and engagement on sustainability efforts according to these advocates. By declining her participation, they argue the UN is missing out on an impactful opportunity for climate outreach. The differing takes on why the UN president refused this request have sparked lively debate online and in opinion pages. Royal experts and commentators have weighed in with their own analyses of the situation. Some even speculate this could further strain Harry and Meghan's relationship with the palace. But behind closed doors, very little is actually known about the internal discussions that led to this outcome. As with many diplomatic disputes, the real reasons are rarely so black and white. There are valid geopolitical considerations on both sides of this debate around protocol, impartiality, and using prominent platforms constructively. In the week since the decision, an online petition has emerged calling on the UN to reconsider and invite Meghan to deliver her message after all. It argues she could help expand the event's reach and inspire more young people to care about sustainability. Signed by thousands so far, the petition says, "Now is the time for leaders to take bold action on the environment, not restrict participation due to petty sidelines." Of course, The UN president may not necessarily feel compelled to change his stance in response to online activism. But it does show strong support for Meghan from audiences who see her influence as potentially beneficial to climate action. As the climate crisis grows increasingly dire with each passing report, events like the UN Climate Week aim to spur global cooperation on reducing emissions and building resilience. Finding unique ways to engage new audiences all over the world in sustainability issues could help accelerate solutions. But maintaining protocol and remaining impartial are also crucial for the UN's integrity as a multilateral body. Whether this particular request was declined due to lingering tensions, standard procedure, or both, the debate highlights the complex considerations around using prominent public figures and having open participation at political summits. As climate impacts intensify worldwide, momentum on cooperation and outreach will remain critical in the years ahead. And with that, we've come to the end of our story on the UN President's decision to refuse Prince Harry's request regarding Meghan Markle's participation in Climate Week. Of course, this is an ongoing situation with many open questions still remaining behind closed doors at the UN. As protocol and impacts are weighed, public figures like the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will likely continue advocating however they can for ambitious climate action. For the latest updates on this debate unfolding at the intersection of royalty, activism, and international cooperation, be sure to check back here for more coverage. Until next time, thanks for watching.